If you're a mom who thought that cradle cap was this cute little hat that babies get after they are born, you might be in the same boat as this mom who simply asks, what is cradle cap? So, cradle cap is something that I think all babies experience typically 2 to 6 weeks after they're born. It's this dry, flaky skin that they get on their scalp, and it can look yellow or thick in some spots, and some moms might be questioning whether or not their baby is actually experiencing dandruff or eczema. Now, something that you can do to combat cradle cap is to apply either baby oil or coconut oil. There's also a whole bunch of different varieties, like different moisturizers on the market to specifically help with cradle cap. Now, you don't want to over moisturize, as that can actually make it worse. So, if you are going to use baby oil or coconut oil or something like that, typically you'll only want to do this like 30 minutes before actually bathing or washing your baby's hair, and then using like a fine tooth baby comb to brush it all out. If your baby is experiencing dandruff or you think that they might actually have a case of eczema, then I would just talk to your pediatrician about what may be the best solution for your baby. I have heard some horror stories when it comes to cradle cap. One mom had actually left her baby with a relative. Her baby was experiencing cradle cap. She came back to pick up her child, and she realized that the relative had basically like picked the cradle cap off of their head, and with it also came out big patches of hair. So the baby was like kind of bald in different spots, and the mother was kind of horrified with how her baby looked because they didn't use, these baby oil or like anything to moisturize their head. They just kind of like picked it all off. Now, I will say that in my own personal experience, that when my baby was experiencing cradle cap, even though we did use like a fine tooth comb and we did the, baby oil and all of that, that it can still, with cradle cap, it can still remove like tufts of hair, especially if your baby has really fine hair. Like the baby's hair is so delicate and like thin. Don't be alarmed if you notice that your baby's also losing their hair when the cradle cap is coming off as well, because that was my experience. In fact, my baby looked like little monk. He looked like such an old man when it happened because he was like bald, like all the way around the back of his head, to the point that it was like so ridiculous looking that we decided just to shave his head. We were just like, this looks horrible. We're just going to shave him. And he looked far cuter with a shaved head than he did with like an old man hairdo. So if you have a similar story, or if you found something else that has worked for you or your babies, I would love for you to drop that down in the comments below to help other moms that may be experiencing something similar. But if you've made it this far in our conversation, now it's your turn. If you have a question that you would like to submit for a future episode, you can drop it in the comments below, or you can use the link to submit it anonymously. If you're looking for more conversations like this one, I'll link up a playlist for you to watch next, and hopefully we can hang out again soon.